Cooperative Management situated in Sibsagar, Assam. Welcome, Dr. Rashida, madam. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Arshad, for inviting me. It's always been homecoming whenever I come to CMS for a program, because I have been associated with this center for somewhat around 3.5 years. So though virtually, it's still a kind of homecoming to me. Thank you, Arshad.
Thank you, madam. We have with us Dr. Aradhana Borthakur, madam. She is a assistant professor in the Center for Management Studies. She'll be coordinating in the program, coming in whenever it's required to coordinate the teams with the resource persons and take care that this presentation goes on smoothly. We have Aradhana madam with us. Madam.
Hello, Arshad. Hello, Rashida, madam. Hope you are fine.
Yeah, hello, Aradhana, ma'am. Nice to see you.
Same here, madam. Nice to see you here.
Yes.
Welcome you.
So, Dr. Arup Goswami sir and Chinmoy Seleng sir, as well as Buyasri Talukdar madam, has also joined us for this program. Thank you for being here. There are other esteemed colleagues also in the participant list. So we have business plans coming in from our own in-house. 3 teams are representing here today. We have business plans coming from Assam Institute of Management, Guwahati University. We have another business plan coming from NIT Silchar, I suppose. So we have different institutions representing with very good business plans. I suppose we can all learn from whatever discussion is going on. This is all a learning experience for all of us, because when it comes from theory to practical, that is field application, these are worlds apart. So I hope we can learn from all these interactions. I would now like to hand over the forum to Rashida, madam. Dr. Rashida, madam. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Arshad, first of all, for inviting me. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to be a part of SANMILAN 2021. I am glad to, yesterday, actually, I received 6 shortlisted business plans, and I'm glad to see the ideas that have actually come up to the young minds who plan to start an initiatives of their own. I'm sure they are not simply putting it on paper. They do nurture the hope of initiating the plans which they have put down in the summary report which they have submitted. And almost all the 6 plans are excellent in terms of the idea. Only a few points which need to be incorporated while they execute. I do understand that this is the formal initial part of the process, and it takes a lot of time. But I'm glad to see such wonderful ideas coming up in the minds of the young budding managers, I would say. So Arshad, if there's any detailed guideline for the presentation or any other thing, like apart from what you have shared with me, you can communicate, like apart from the list which you have communicated to me, is there any other guideline like the teams would like to follow that you can please give them?
Yes, ma'am.
Informal, like.
Yes, there are only a few things to keep in mind. Time is a very important factor in all these presentations. So we would like to tell all the teams to adhere to 10 minutes of presentation time, which is the maximum time allotted for a presentation. There will be a signal. I'll be keeping the time. I'll be raising a hand or giving out a signal when to stop our presentation, so that we have 10 more minutes of discussion after each presentation. So oddly, we'll be wrapping up in about 2 hours if we do so. If presentation team wants to complete before time, that is within 10 minutes, that is also fine. Thank you, ma'am. And evaluation is completely yours to do. The structure, you may follow the format that you have prepared. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, like during the presentation, I understand that there will be network glitches from the end of the participants also, and there will be some problems in taking up. But I would humbly request you all to kindly put on your videos during the time of the presentation, if that is possible from your end. I do understand that it will be somewhat difficult, could be difficult also, not possible all the time, but I'd be glad like if we all can see you in course of your presentations. That is my humble request to all the participants. Hope this is okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, Arshad, can we start with the first presentation? Like, as you have told that they'll finish up in 10 minutes and then we'll be left with another 5 minutes for an interaction with the other team members. I mean, with the other participating teams and the faculty members and all the audience here. We'll be left with 5 minutes. Like, can we start? Like, if you can call out the first team, whoever is ready, like, if they have communicated to you.
Yes, ma'am, just a moment. I would like to call forth Mr. Ankur, who's submitted his presentation. Mr. Ankur.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're
Yeah.
audible. Yes.
Manas, can you please share the screen?
Yeah, if you, yeah.
Okay, ma'am, is it audible to you?
Yes, it's audible and your screen is also visible.
First of all, a warm good afternoon to all the respected judges from the entire helpless team. So I'm Ankur here, and here are my team members, Panki and Manas. So we basically have 3 engineers and 1 medico in our team. I would like to begin my presentation with a very popular phrase, "Jaan hai to jahan hai." So in today's scenario, healthcare problems are increasing at a very high pace. Coronary heart disease to obesity, lung failures to diabetes, etc. Some normal diseases are causing death rate of about 7.2 million people per year. The number is quite shocking, right? In most of the cases we see today, the patient reaches the hospital at the last critical stage, and hence the probability of the cure also becomes minimal. Often, many times, we see patients dying even before reaching the hospital. Also, the long waiting time while visiting a normal clinic is often time consuming. Moreover, the distance traveled for even a minor checkup is tiresome for many. In addition to this, there exist several operational problems like staff shortages, financial intelligence, hospital productivity, patient safety, technology upgradation, etc. Hence, it's the need of the to overcome from all such problems. So our main objectives are: first, deliver quality health checkup from anywhere at an affordable price. Mainly, the old patients and the children who constantly need checkup will be highly benefited. As a result, the need for repetitive doctor visits are decreased as the information reaches from everywhere. Second point, diagnose and even predict diseases using AI. So here we will be connecting a chain of hospitals, and based on the past data of the patient, we will be mainly using AI to predict future diseases. An example would be like detecting blood sugar levels among patients. By maintaining a regular checkup, we can create sufficient data sets which the AI can use to predict the future health conditions of the patient and accordingly advise the lifestyle changes and the precautions so that the health condition of the patient doesn't deteriorate. Third point, help doctors treat better by sending accurate reports remotely. Fourth and last important point, have a doctor consultancy column from every user. He or she can check patients for critical conditions and call for emergency through GPS tracking. So this tracking technology is designed for supply chain management to make a big difference in lowering wait times and improving the treatment among the care. So our benefits include monitoring the ECG, temperature, pulse, blood pressure, oxygen level, lung capacity, and other body vitals in real time. Immediate medical attention, especially during times of emergency situation and natural disasters. Diagnostic information over Wi-Fi to doctors and help them treat better. So hence, since we have already used the GPS tracking system and other methodologies, so there is no need to wait in long queues to see a physician, and hence eliminates the need of physically going to medical treatment. Telehealth reduces the distance barriers. So, and the last and the foremost benefit is that we are using AI and ML to predict future chronic diseases and help the doctors provide treatment better. So here comes the working of a device. So here is in our slide, that's a peek of the device we are currently making. So in the picture, you can see that's a app interface UI, and that's our product on the left side. So the user can set the high as well as low levels over device. After setting these limits, the system starts monitoring. And as soon as the patient health condition goes above or below a certain limit, the system sends an alert to the controller, which then transmits this over the internet and alerts the doctors, as well as the concerned users also. So whenever the user logs on for monitoring, the system displays the live heart rate, temperature, SpO2 level, blood pressure, etc. We are currently adding only these features, but in the future we'll be adding more such features like the ECG, blood sugar level, etc. Thus, the concerned users may monitor the patient health as well as get an alert immediately from anywhere, and the person can be saved on time. The patient's database is stored on cloud through the app and is used for predicting future health diseases through AI. So this is the SQL database of the various diseases we collected, symptoms of diseases, and using this database, we'll be able to predict the future diseases. So next comes the working model, our working model. So the primary goal of our working model is to develop a reliable patient monitoring system so the healthcare professionals can monitor the patients who are either hospitalized or executing their normal daily life activities. So in this work, we present a mobile device-based wireless healthcare monitoring system that can provide real-time online information about psychological concerns to a patient. So our proposed idea is designed to measure and monitor online psychological data of a patient in order to accurately describe the status of his or her mental fitness. In addition, the proposed system is designed to send alarming messages about the patient's critical health by text messages or by email reports. So that's a peek of our working model. And here comes the unique selling proposition. So first and foremost, our unique selling idea is mainly because of the AI-based future. So since we have already explained, our AI will be collecting the datasets, and using these datasets, we can predict the future disease a person can occur. Suppose a person got the symptoms of corona. So our AI can detect the presence of corona in the future. Like it can show like you have 60% or 70% chance of having corona. So according to that, the doctor can prescribe him some changes in his lifestyle and take precautions. Second is remote disease diagnosis. So a patient can remotely check his vitals from anywhere. Third is easy to use. Fourth, cheaper price. Fifth, it is beneficial for all categories of people, which makes the product more unique. From a toddler to a person at a very old age, it can be used by anyone. And the last and the most important point is 24/7 availability of doctor is the major benefit in this idea. So here comes the business model campus. So our key partners include the development team, the management team, the healthcare team. So at present, we are operating with only 3 developers and 1 doctors. So we'll be adding more team as our business grows. Second is the key activities. We are focusing also on marketing, sales, operations, along with the coding team and AI team. And the third is the cost structure, includes salaries, physical packaging, maintenance costs, etc. And there are other things like key resources, customer relationship, customer segments we are working. So according to the McKinsey report, in 2013, it was predicted that the economic impact about our IoT healthcare is going to increase up to 2,000 trillion by 2025. The Gartner report and the Intel also says the same. And so next comes the marketing plan. So what we'll be doing is we'll be first doing community outreach campaign, like promote awareness of facility, establish strategic branding plan through different schemes, diversification of services, strategies to meet public aims. By word of mouth is one of the most under marketing plan idea, like providing outstanding services, convenient, professional, high quality patient care, only one of our key ideas. For targeting the primary market, that is for the general public, we'll be advertising through TV commercials, billboards, newspapers, brochures in proper locations, etc. Competition is only through the new clinics opening or the older clinics improvement. And last, since there are other applications like the Plecto, DocSafe, Apollo, Tata Health, M5 are some applications which provide certain features, such as buying medications using crude diagnosis. Health Plus is more accurate in this scenario, as it provides a wide array of information and body vitals, such as the temperature, oxygen level, pulse rate, ECG, etc. So with this, we can accurately detect not only the disease, but also predict future patient conditions and advise treatments accordingly to help the doctors treat better. So by this, I want to end my presentation.
Yeah, can you please put on your video and your teammates like if it's possible. Three of you were there, right? Panki Kashyap, Ankur, and then Ankur Bora. And who's the third one? Manash Bharadwaj. From which institution are you from? You have not mentioned that in your
Ma'am,
presentation.
we are from Guwahati University.
You're from Guwahati University. Which department?
Yes.
Which
We are
department?
department from IT Infrastructure Technology.
Pardon?
Ma'am, we two are from department of IT, and one is from electronics, and the other one is from Tezpur Medical College.
You are PG students?
No, ma'am, we are currently doing pursuing BTech.
Okay, BTech students. Okay, so I did not have the institution name. Okay, for the audience here, like if there are questions to the bright young team.
Yes, I have a question here.
They are waiting to address your queries.
Yeah, am I audible? I have a question here for them.
Yes, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yes, your business model is totally on app-based basis, and you are providing healthcare facilities through mobile app. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we all know that since it's a technological thing, technology may sometimes be obsolete or sometimes come to an end. Sometimes it may stop working. So in case of health facility, suppose I want to book an ambulance, I have a patient in my home, and your app is not working. Many big giants like Facebook and WhatsApp, sometimes their app also doesn't work. So I have a patient in my home and your app is not working. So what is an alternative solution for that?
Yeah, we will be operating through offline and both online, like we will be operating through messaging. And we have already set up a Bluetooth module also, along with the internet facilities. So we are trying our best to just improve our system. Rest, we are only in a starting stage, but still I will take your opinion as one of the major feedbacks for improving further.
The network system, so we have used the Bluetooth system to operate all the things and collect the data from the patient.
Okay, fine. So I mean, is this a great threat to your company, to your app? That because a person's life may come to an end because of this app system.
Hello.
Yeah, did you have a question?
Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, I think, is this a great threat to your company or your company motto? Because I think you are dealing with healthcare facilities and a customer and your customer's life can come to an end if your app is not working or you are not providing the suitable. Well, I mean that.
We are not only just using our building our devices, but we are bridging the gap between the doctors and the patients. Like doctors and patients, like in earlier times or today, we have to wait for such long time. And even in emergency condition, there is a high probability that we may not even get the ambulance or the doctor. So in this case, our app is highly beneficial compared to the scenario what we are facing today. So that's a win-win situation for both the patient and the doctor. So we are trying our best to just limit this circumstances or the distance between these two things, these doctors and the patients. So we are only a medium to just communicate between the two in an efficient way, modern and efficient way.
Okay, any other question from somebody else? Anybody else has a question?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
So I had a question for them. So as they said that this is a currently working venture. So what is the progress of your venture during this Corona crisis? Like, is it grown or you have someone come down?
Oh, I am extremely sorry for that. We could not help many in Corona thing. We are just working on the AI module, and it is currently on being built by our two of the software developers, along with the help of the faculty of Guwahati University. App is only in a developing stage, but I think it will be over by around will take around 2 months, 2 more months for at an working stage. So we are really sorry for the thing.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, you are okay.
Yes.
Yeah, regarding the question of Mr. Pushkar Sharma, I would like to answer that. I would like to add another point that our system will diagnose the patient. I mean, it will give an analysis report also. We will have an analysis report of that person's health. So before emergency situation only, we will try to advise the patient regarding the like prevention techniques, and all those methods will be updated in our app. So that will be a good way for like to rescue the patients from such emergency situations. Our model is also working on that sector. Along with Ankur's answer, I would like to add this point.
Okay. I think I will have to close down the questions from the audience because of the paucity of time. I must first congratulate you, three of you, for doing such a wonderful job. You have come up with an extremely idea which is so pertinent, and it's just the need of the hour. However, I would like to have a detailed discussion with you all, though it will not be possible today at this short pace of time. Maybe sometime later we can have a discussion. I would be glad to learn a lot of things from your project. Now, I have a few questions which I would like you all to please kindly address. The first question is that the device which you are preparing, have you tested it? Like, that is my first question. Secondly, is it going to be another kind of an interface with the mobile phone? How do you plan to obtain data from the patients? Because many of the data you will have to, the human body will have to release those data, will have to give you indications or signals which can be stored as data. So that interfacing, from the signals that the human body gives out, variations in, say, for example, temperature maybe, or maybe the blood sugar level. So how do you address that? We do have AI-based interfaces in devices such as washing machines, ACs, where you can remotely access data from the washing machine if something is going wrong. Now, when it comes to the human body, the job is more complicated. That is my second question. And my third question is that, have you worked upon the pricing and commercializing of this product? So these are the three questions. I would be glad if you all can answer me.
So ma'am, we'll try our best to answer this question. And thank you so much for appreciating us. It's a great pleasure for us. And the first question is that your past is we have worked on this device. Yeah, like we are connecting the sensors mainly in our device. We have more 4 to 5 sensors, and I would like to ask Monkey to tell about these sensors. And with the help of these sensors, our main device will be connecting the data, and this data will be displayed on our app. And from the app, it will be mainly stored in our database. And from this database, the AI will be able to predict the future disease a person can occur. So this AI phase is currently at an working stage, and the rest of the other things, it's already, that means it is currently in a working stage. So Paki, can you please add more to my answer?
Yes, so the area which we are focusing on is analyzing with the help of deep learning. So we will receive data from the human body, like we see like Apple Watch is working, like kind of like that. We'll have sensors. It is still in the prototypical stage, but we are working on the algorithm part. I mean, I believe the sensors might go wrong, but if we take an average of the data, like data sensor is giving us, on that basis we are working on the accuracy for that from that angle, and that's why we are hoping our best and on the model accuracy, and we are working on it and to analyze those data. So we believe that in this process we can get the accurate data, like what you were saying, that we might get some false warnings or false errors in receiving the data. But with the help of a strong model, we can tackle this system. And another thing is that from this, like in post-COVID scenario, the whole world is like, I believe healthcare system is working on generalizing a model to analyze a person's health state. So we are also focusing on that part only, and we are also moving towards that thing, that how can we address parameters such as temperatures and blood pressure levels, kind of like that, to address the person's health situation in a generalizable format, like what disease he might have, kind of like that. We are still working towards it.
So is it based on tracking the history of the person, or is it, I mean, real-time data collection, both, or tracking the
It's
history?
real time. It's real time data and also on taking the history. But the point is that in case of history section, like taking the history data history, there we have some restrictions. So in that case, we are collaborating with doctors. For that case, we are collaborating with doctors, like who are already experienced and who has been treating such kind of patients with such symptoms. In that aspect, we are collaborating with the doctors, and rather these things in collecting of the device, that is on real time.
All right. Can you address the other question? That was regarding commercializing and pricing. Ankur, you are not audible. You are still muted. Please unmute. Yeah. Yes.
And the cost of the device is, then we are setting it an extremely low price for now. That is around 3,000 to 4,000. We'll be doing it in this price only. So in the market, what is available, like the normal watches, which only show the working, how many steps we have taken, or the blood rate, it costs the same. So along with this, we are adding so much facilities at a minimal price. So I think our product is going to be doing great in the future if we do what we have said to you. So if the things go well, we can produce it in the next year only.
Yeah, considering the product part, like I think you are doing an excellent job. However, I have got a few reservations as to how you're going to bring it into the market, because that you will require a lot of guidance from the medical fraternity. That is number one. And number two, that will also, you will the promotional initiatives which you will have to take up will also be very exhaustive in that case. And the kind of interface which you are talking of with a mobile phone or an isolated device also, whatever seems appropriate as and when time comes up, that you'll be able to tell. So I have got only reservations as to how you're going to work out your financial plan and the marketing feasibility. Technical part, I think you are doing an excellent job. I think you need to work on that in more details, so that if required, you can translate this into a bankable project. And if funding is required, in that case, you can approach for funds, etc. Okay, I wish you all a very bright future, and I hope to use your device in the near future. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your feedback.
Thank you. Can we have the next team, Arsha?
Yes, ma'am. It's good that we are keeping on time. I would like to call for Pushkar Sharma to present one-stop solution for professional services. Hello.
Yes,
I would
sir.
like to call for Pushkar Sharma. Yeah.
Yeah, please, teams, please give your introduction, your teammates, as well as the institution you are coming from. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Shahid, can you please share?
And if possible, please put on your video till you share your screen. Okay. Which institution are you from?
We are from Assam Institute of Management.
All right.
So, good afternoon to one and all present here. The name of our business is One Stop Services, and it is presented by Biswajit Miri, myself, Pushkar Sharma, and Sahid Mahmudullah. One Stop Service works into provide services on daily, weekly, or occasional basis with an affordable price. Our motto here is extraordinary service for extraordinary customer. I'd like to explain you the roles and responsibilities which will be taken by us. Sahidullah will be seeing the marketing and growth of services aspect, Biswajit Mili, customer and employee relation, and me myself will be seeing on the technology and product development part. A suitable business model should be one which is understandable and be attainable to the common masses. Moreover, it must focus on solving a problem prevailing in the society. Most of the people in our society are too much busy with the work that they fail to hire the best skilled worker or professional when they want it. So we have come out with a solution to help our citizens to avail the needy services at one click, connecting buyers with professionals and workers. Biswajit Mili here. Sorry. I'd like to explain about the business model, what we are offering. We offer a wide range of services to choose from at a convenience of one click or a call. Services offered by us are hiring of electrician, plumbers, maid, personal care, lawyers, chartered accountants, etc. on a daily or occasional basis. We provide cost-efficient with quality service. There's a full transparency on every service with real-time monitoring in our aspect. We guarantee after-service care to all the customers. Customer satisfaction is kept at the utmost priority in our business. Shahid here will explain the mission and vision of our company. Shahid, please carry forward.
Thank you, Pushkar Sharma. I would like to elaborate the revenue model of our business. One-stop services. Commission. The first and foremost is the commission. The revenue can be generated from each service completion by charging a commission from each vendor or serviceman. Advertisement. Business suppliers and providers can use our platform to display their products used in providing the services by paying the advertising fees to the company. Reverse auction. It is like a premium membership for the professionals. Benefit of this membership is that they will get the professional will get first preference for the respective service after doing a proper background check. To avail the service, they will have to pay a fee. This will in turn generate revenue for our company. Now, mission and vision of our company. Mission. Our main focus is to generate employment in the service industry and give extraordinary
Excuse
services.
me, can I interrupt? I think your slide is not changing, or is it changing for others? It's not visible in my machine.
Not changing, ma'am.
Yeah, please change the slides.
It's not changing.
It's in the first slide only.
Now, is it changing now?
No.
Hello.
No, it's not
No,
changing.
it's not changing. I think you can try stop sharing it and then share it again. Maybe that will work.
Okay.
Yeah, kindly do that. And I would request the other teams to send me the PPT so that I can share it from here if there is a problem.
Is it now visible?
Yes, it's visible. Can you put it on full screen?
Okay. Hello.
Please continue.
Mission and vision of our company. Our main focus is to generate employment in the service industry and give extraordinary service from the skilled professional with reasonable price to facilitate the task for searching for a skilled professional. to bring all these essential service under one roof. That is our application. Vision of our company. Our vision is to provide training program to develop skilled professional and to bring as many services under one roof. Now I'd like to call Biswajit Mili to explain SWOT analysis.
Thank you, Sahid. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody present over here. So now I'm going to talk about the SWOT analysis, which we have done in our company. So now the powerful base of the skilled worker, that is that we'll be hiring the ITI graduate to perform the technical tasks, which will be a great deal as they have the proper knowledge of the technical jobs. Then comes the seamless service, which will strive to prove continuous service at any point of time, and by the convenience of the clients. Then comes the customer support. The main task is performed in order to ensure this task is performed in order to ensure satisfaction of the clients to get future demands from them. Then I'll talk about the weakness which we have seen in our company is that providing 100% effective service. There is nothing called 100% effective in a service. So there might be some clients which might be satisfied, but not totally. So there then comes meeting consumer demands. There may be some huge traffic over the job, over tasks which they might prefer, but due to less working profession, it will be difficult for us to provide the job for everyone. Then I'll be talking about the opportunities which we will be having. Then adding more service portfolios. This will be a great opportunity. As service emerges, clients will look forward. As service emerges, clients may look forward for new service to avail them. Why we stand out in the crowd? As we will be providing skilled professionals and skilled service expert under one roof, which will help us stand outside the crowd. Then we are also thinking of growth outside Northeast. If we establish as a successful company in the entire Northeast region, we'll be looking forward to serve other states as well. Then comes about the threats which we'll be getting from the company is the cheating from both the parties, like the client or the worker which will be hiring. Like suppose if unknowingly a client hire a worker without the knowledge of our company, then it will be a great loss for our company. Then again comes the accidental threats. Accidental threat is like if a worker or an employee met with an accident during providing a service. So to overcome this, we'll be using the health insurance. Then comes the price competition, which is a great factor in the society. Like our company will be providing low-cost services as compared to other service companies. Like there will be many companies will be providing services, but there will be limited to 1 or 2 services. But we are thinking of sharing more jobs to the clients so that they can avail and they can totally depend upon us for any kind of services. Then I'll come to the unique selling proposition of our company. Like every service done through us is done on the same belief that service should be more valuable than a transaction. So it should be a blend of perfect price and a customer satisfaction. So with this, I would like to call Pushkar to elaborate on more details.
Thank you, Biswajit. Now coming to the growth aspect of the company. By the end of the first year of our business, we'll be operating fully in the cities of Assam. And by the end of the third year, we'll be capturing other potential areas of the northeastern states. And by the end of the fifth year, we'll build an army of talent in our organization to get ready to enter the other areas of India. With this pandemic going on, business operators came to the knowledge that most part of the business can be carried out by staying at home. Also, services and products can be delivered to the buyers at their doorstep. So our business model is crafted keeping this scenario in mind. So I'd like to end this presentation by saying that home business is the future, and we would like to say that we have entered in it. Thank you.
Are there questions from the audience? We can take up 2 questions from the audience.
I have a question. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, please go on.
Yeah. So my question is that there are other service providers like you in the Northeast. So how is your business different from theirs? Like you have the same qualities, almost the same qualities like what they are offering already. So how are you going to compete with that market? Because I believe their customers are habitual to with them by taking their service. So how are you going to get those customers also?
Yes, thank you for your question, Pankhi. Um, I believe that there is no such company as of now which is providing this many services at one platform. Yeah, we have companies delivering different services. For example, there are companies who are delivering professional photographers, interior designers, or there are someone who are delivering products to their home at their doorstep. But there is no such company as of now who is providing all the workers, all the skilled professional at one app, at one stop. So this is the main idea of our app, is to bring all of them together. So I think I've answered your question, Pankhi.
I would just like to would like to suggest you to just don't mind, just I'm just saying with you that have you checked the portal of Quit Guwahati?
Yes, we have done.
Okay, so yours is different from theirs, right? Like about
Yes.
the facilities and these things.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
We can take up one more question from the audience. Anybody who would like to ask them a question? One more question will do. Okay, I think there's no other question from the audience. I have few questions which I would like you all to address kindly. The first is that which one is your target market?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your question. Our target market is basically those ones who are working and who don't have time for any other household chores. For example, they can be bachelors, they can be working individuals who do not have any time of their own to go to. So for example, if I want to go to court, I have a work pending on. I have to go to court every day and do that work. On the other hand, I have my own work to do. So this would not facilitate my work. So if we provide that app, we'll bring the serviceman to your doorstep. He will do the service on your behalf, and you need not to go anywhere, any place. And our target market would be the working bachelors or the working individuals who are out of time in this period.
Okay. My second question to you is that what is the scope of your services? Because when it comes to home solutions, like there are multiples and multiples of activities which we are looking for to address in our day-to-day life. However, there will have to be a limit as to where you are confining yourself to. So I would like to know what are your boundaries in which you are going to conduct your one-stop solution? The range of services, what all you are including and what all you are not going to include.
Now,
And
we
along
have
with that, I would like to have
criteria.
your justification also as to why you have decided on that.
Yes, ma'am. And right now we have two segments. We are putting one segment we are putting the workers, and in one segment we are putting the professionals. So if you ask about the home solutions, we have right now put three of them in our category. First is electrician, second is plumber, and third is carpenter. in these three segments, if you want any help, right now, we have tried doing in these three things. We'll diversify more, we'll put more other things on our app. But right now we are doing these three things. We have selected these three things because there's a huge demand of this in everyday life. Um, Even in my house, I get every day some problems I face in my home. Sometimes for water problems, sometimes for electricity, but I do not get a skilled professional to do one. So if I hire them under one app or one platform, so it will be very helpful for me. And secondly, these things have these things are very fast moving, have high demands. So if I hire a plumber to do the work, along with the plumber, there will be other commodities that plumber will bring. So we'll facilitate in getting those commodities also, along with the plumber, along with the fees the plumber we are getting from plumber. We'll also sell the product, watering product, plumber product, the sanitation product from our end. So this is another way of billing things. So I think we can go forward with this idea right as of now.
Like this has prompted me to ask you one more question. Because of the diversity in the workmanship, diversity in the skill level of the people you are going to employ, the carpenters, plumbers, and the electrician, considering that and diversity in the requirements of your customers also, now there could be a possibility that you will have to work out a very detailed working model of how you are going to associate your employees rather and your customers. Because when it comes to electricians, plumbers, and the other one, what you said, electrician, plumbers, and your carpenters, right? So how will you retain those people? What model are you planning to have a strong long-term association with the employees? Because this is a kind of a case whereby your carpenters, your employees will have a tendency of not sticking to your organization because they'll have ample number of other, on-call duties which they'll have to attend. And along with that, you must also remember that if you're considering Guwahati city as your location, in that case, considering majority of the people live in apartments, each of the almost every 2 or 3 apartments, they normally have 1 or 2 plumbers, electricians, and carpenters available on call who are almost dedicated in their service to specific apartments. So there is an issue here. So how do you hope to address this problem of working out, having an operational model of associating your employees with your organization on at least a reasonable long period of time, reasonably long. It will not be very long, but it should be reasonably long. No, otherwise all the time you'll have to run after your employees only. So how do you plan to work out that?
Yes, ma'am. This was the problem we faced at the very beginning. So this is the reason we have put that customer satisfaction is our highest priority. When we went to the market, when we talked to the bases, when we talked to the professionals or the workers, we got to know that yes, there is availability of work. They get work on call. And then when we went to the customers, we got to know that yes, they do the work, but not on time, and they are not satisfied. With our app coming in between, there will be an agreement between both the parties that if that guy is not satisfied, it will hamper your work. And secondly, we have a base, so we'll be collectively at getting all the problems together. So for the worker, sometimes it happens that he gets work for 5 days and then for another 3 or 4 days he sits idle. So that won't be happening from our part. We'll give him job on everyday basis. Yeah, we won't hire him as an employee. He'll work on a part-time basis, or he'll have that liberty to work on his own. We won't hire him on salary basis, but we'll provide him incentive with every orders done, and we'll having a tracker of satisfaction level from the customer's behalf. We'll put the satisfaction on the highest priority. If the customer is satisfied to the highest level, it will mean that our worker has done work with great efficiency, and we'll provide him reward. So that satisfaction is of highest priority here. Satisfaction will put a great mark here. I know there is availability of work from both the sides. If I can get a number of carpenter and getting work done through rest of my lives. But thing is that if I don't get the satisfaction level, if I think that he is not doing the work properly, and I go out again and I search for another carpenter and don't get it, But in our app, I'll get another carpenter if I want it. If I'm not satisfied with his work, I'll get another one. So this is what we are trying to solve here. This problem we are trying to solve here.
I really appreciate the amount of effort you have put in to formulate your mission, vision, SWOT analysis. You have done a lot of initial activity. Have you worked out on the financial analysis part and the technical analysis part? Have you worked on
Yes,
that?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So what
We
would be
have
the pricing? Have you formulated the pricing like for your service?
Yes, ma'am. Pricing is based on the amount of work, and we'll take a commission out of it. For example, if a customer wants to do a work for his house, a normal day price a plumber would charge would be 500 to 1,000 rupees. We'll charge a little less, little less than him, and we'll take a commission. We'll say, for example, a plumber has come to our house. He has done a plumbering activity, and he has taken 500 rupees charge. So from the plumber, we'll take 10 rupees or 50 rupees as a commission because we are provided him the work. And another thing is that we'll put a job allocation. For example, if a plumber is doing work in one house, it does not mean that the same day, if he completes the work, he can't go to other house. So we'll be having a time tracker. If it tells that the work will be done, will be covered in 1 or 2 hours, we'll put a tracker there, and after 2 hours, he'll be allocated to different work. So in this scenario, he'll get many jobs at a single day. So the commission will be higher from our side also. Another is that we have done reverse auction. For example, if a plumber or a carpenter wants job regularly, he wants that everyone should call him and put him on #1 list. So we'll take some fees from the carpenter or the plumber and put him on the #1 list that he is the best from our part, and you can hire him. So this will be the another part. And
as I see,
we'll get,
okay. As I see that,
yes, ma'am.
you are actually planning for an excellent solution in this regard, which will be liked by many customers. You will have a good customer base, I'm pretty sure. But I would like to once again ask you to actually conduct a little detailing of your market analysis, your technical analysis part, because this is basically, as I see, this is a scheduling problem. This is only a scheduling of your service provider. Scheduling, you are going to schedule hourly basis scheduling case. This is a case of a scheduling, and you are going to make allotments also to your customers. So this is only time-based allotment. So that app design will not be much of a problem, as I see. However, regarding the financial analysis part and how to handle your human resource, that will actually make or break your entire exercise. So all my best wishes are with you. I hope you all actually come up with a actually workable solution considering the financial analysis part, and develop, or rather think of a solution as to how you will be able to retain your human resources with you for long. So thank you. We hope to have interacted long, but time is a constraint. So thank you. Wish you a bright future. Arshad, can we have the next team?
Yes. I would like to call forth now Nishar Ahmed to present on online-based educational service counseling. Nishar, are you there? Nishar Ahmed.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is it the presentation is available in the screen? Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
married.
yes.
Actually, I am sharing the
Presentation
screen. So is it visible now?
Yes. It is visible.
Okay.
Please introduce yourself, your teammates, and the institution you are coming from, okay?
Actually, my name is Noorain Bordole. I'm an ex-student of GIMT Guwahati. So I basically had my electrical engineering from that college. Currently, I am pursuing the distribution business in Upper Assam region. And here's my teammate, Nishar Ahmed. So Nishar, please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nishar Ahmed, and I am a student of CMS Dibrugarh University. I am pursuing MBA first year. I am a first year student.
So, okay, shall I start my presentation now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, to the participants and to the teachers. So basically, the problem that we face in India, not exactly a problem, but everybody wants two things in India, which should be of top quality, that is the education and at low cost. So Tutor Assam will provide both the education and at free of cost. So actually, getting a free of cost service for educational services is quite tough nowadays. And if you talk about the backward, economically backward students, or some students who live in remote areas, like where they find it very difficult to avail any tuition classes or find a perfect medium to go for any educational content. So for this problem, we are providing this platform so that they can easily access to the service and they can learn and grow with this education. So let me start. So our presentation will consist of the introduction, executive summary, computer analysis, market analysis, management summary, operating plan, marketing plan, and financial plan. So what will be our business? So the primary goal of our business model is to bridge the gap between the education system and help the students with what they learn. So there are many other platforms where they can get in online education, but as you can see, the courses that are offered by Byju's or Toppers, as you can see, they are quite expensive for everyone to afford. Even myself, I had a lot of problem while I was in class 9 and 10. So it was very hard for me to attain a lot of tuition classes and go for every respective subject to a different teacher. So if you get a online platform where you can get all the courses and content easily available and which is free of cost, which is free to use. So obviously I won't hesitate to use this service. So that is what we'll be providing. The video lectures and everything would be completely free. So along with that, it will consist of other services like counseling services or doubt clearing sessions. So everything will be included in this. So there's one more problem that I would like to address, that most of the educational content that we can access for the time being, for right now, so they're not in the native language. As for Assam, we would like someone to make us understand some concepts or anything or any theories in our native language. So even in many schools and colleges, the contents are being explained to the teachers in their native language so that the student can understand that thing a little better. So that is also one advantage of this platform, that we will be providing the contents in our native language as well. So this way we'll promote the online education system. We'll also support the financially backward students. The education quality will be of a great quality. And the good thing about this is that there will be an analytical exam. So actually, many of us has faced this problem that we can't decide whether to choose science or to choose arts or commerce. If someone is very definite about that thing, of course he can choose it. But as we have seen, there are a lot of parents as well as the students who find it very difficult to choose the medium for their higher studies. So by this analytical exam, we will help the students to determine what they are good at and how they will go for their future studies. So this exam will be kind of based on psychological and analytical theories that will be held by the psychologists and other professors who are quite experienced in this field. So we are still working on this regarding. So the market analysis. So according to some report like websites where education.assam.gov.in, there are approximately 3,376 government and provisionalized schools and more than 200 private schools. So as for us, the target is around 3,500 students. So among those 3,500 students, if we'll get around 15 to 1,600 students for the starting. Actually, it is all about promotion. If I go and share my idea with them, that there is this medium where you can get everything for free, you can learn and educate yourself. So of course, I think it will be a successful way that we can promote this platform to them. So let me talk about the SWOT analysis of this. So the strength of this platform is that it's easy to use platform. The content will be very much specific. It will be simple and convenient. And also there is this advantage of native language content. Then there will be our base educators and content creators. And of course, the great thing about this is free of cost. So the weakness might be low revenue generation initially, because if you provide something for free, you have to go for any other alternative way to generate the revenue. So it might be a problem initially, but later on we'll manage it. So the later on, if the customer base would increase, the team requirement will be large. So I am taking it as a weakness. So opportunities, it will later cover the competitive exam courses, because as of now the competition is very high, and of course everyone need guidance on competition. Then we'll acquire the best teachers. We'll provide offline study materials with time. Also, we'll cover the to the point syllabus, so that the student won't have to organize everything and reschedule everything. So it will be completely organized. And the threats to our company would be like inclusion of similar content provider competitors like Byju's or Toppers, you can say. Or there was some website like Merit Nation, which is not available right now, but there might be some other similar mediums. Or if the economy would be very bad, if someone could not avail the internet service, like it might happen, you never know. So, or if the situation changes, so that's all. So competitor analysis, I can say the three main competitors at this current situation is Toppers, Byju's, and YouTube. So if you go to the Toppers, if you see the content of class 10, so it's around 10,000 to 13,000. The whole content will be provided, of course, with some offline material and PDFs and question papers as well. So, but paying 10 to 13,000 for a single course is quite high. And if you go to Byju's, it's around 40,000. Just the course of maths and science is itself around 26,000. So for a normal student or a middle class family, it's quite hard to pay such a large amount for getting it. And if you see YouTube, YouTube is completely free. There's no restriction to it. There are innumerable contents available on YouTube. But the problem with YouTube is that everything is not organized, because you don't have so much time to find each and every topic, find each and every lecture, and then organize it and make your notes. So it's quite hectic for the student. So we will be providing solution to all of them. It will be no cost. It would be completely organized, and it would be to the point, to the syllabus. So I think it will be very beneficial for the students as well as for the parents. So how we will manage it? So basically we'll have 4 teams. The first one is content creating team. The second one is graphic designing, technical, and marketing team. So what will be the content creating team? What will be their task? So basically it will include the teachers and other professors who will be helping to create the content. So basically we'll use the whiteboard animation type videos, and also some blackboard and pen type videos. So whiteboard, these videos are very fun to watch, and it's interesting because you get to see the pictorial representation of anything. For example, if I'm talking about the motor, so there will be a picture of motor and the explanation will be done. So it will be very fun to watch, and the students will surely enjoy it. So then there will be the graphic designing team who will process this content generated by the teachers, who will process this accordingly, and they will be making the videos out of it. And the technical team will look after the applications in the website. And the most important team is the marketing team. The marketing team has to go and promote this platform to each and every school available. So each and every district they have to visit, and they will be talking about this platform, and of course they will be spreading out this business platform. So the operating plan will be like, the first of all, the content creation is the main thing. So we'll be making a lot of videos on it. According to the syllabus, we'll organize it. So the video creation will be done, and then uploading of them in the website. So we'll also develop the software application, because not everyone can find it reliable to access the website. And there will be the marketing work. Of course, there will be doubt clearing system, counseling services, and so interaction with the students and the teachers, which is very much important. And lastly, the analytical exam. So these things will be premium. So like if you are getting the content for free, so you need to be a premium member of our platform to get the counseling services or to get the doubt clearing sessions, because these things require a little bit of more effort, which is quite hard for us to give it in free. So that is it. Nishar, please can you explain the financial plan and so on?
Thank you very much, Nair Bodolo. The cost of our startup is around 2,22,000. It's around 2,20,000. That cost of the teaching salaries of the teaching team and the graphic designing team, as well as the marketing and the computer software as we are planning. Also, we have to take business licenses. So a part of the cost is also included in the startup cost. So in the P&L model, as estimated for 3 years, please next slide, please. We have distributed 3 years in 12 segments, like 4 quarters in each year. So, the revenue generated in the first 2 quarters of the first year will be nil, as of we will be just developing our website and making the content videos. For the third quarter, our aim is to target one district of Assam. Our aim is to target one district of Assam, and our management team will go and do advertisements in most of the schools in that district. So in the first 2 quarters of the first year, means third quarter and the fourth year, we are planning to take 2 districts, for example, Sonipur and Dibrugarh. For the main source of revenue of our will be the ad revenue. According to Google AdSense, we have calculated our revenue projections, like if we have it in Dibrugarh, we have a total number of 123 government and provisionalized schools, and for example, around 40 private schools. So a total of 163 schools. If we expect 40 students from each class, like 9 and 10, so total of 80 students in one school. If we expect 15% students enroll in our project, so there is a total of 12 students from each school. That leads to around 2,000 students from a district. That will give us a revenue around 20,000 if one student logs in 15 days a month. So in the second year, we will be doing marketing around, in 1 quarter, we will do 2 districts. So we will complete around whole of 10 districts in the first 2 years of our marketing. And in the third year, we will go for the rest of the 23 districts. So for that, and in third year, we will also start our counseling services and the analytical exam part. So if, as expected, if till the second year, if we get a good base, so the students will also come to us and enroll in our analytical exam part. So additional revenue will also be generated.
Okay, thank you. With this, we conclude our presentation. So we are open for any questions and queries. Thank you.
Yeah, can we have 2 questions from the audience?
Can I ask one again?
Of course.
Yes.
Hello, am I audible? Yeah, like the idea of yours is very much helpful in this days where schools are not opening. But I have been having one thought in my mind from a few days that what about the persons who are not who do not have a smartphone on hand? Okay, many government school students doesn't have a smartphone, like they can afford it. So do you have any plans, like this is just a thought that I have been thinking, do you have any plan to address those students also by any means of like message services or kind of like that, like through which they can provide they can send their queries to you, and maybe you can have any plans to like address those? Do you have any plans such that?
Yes, I'd like to answer a question right now. So first of all, let me tell about the smartphone. So if you see the sale of smartphone, if you see the sale quantity of smartphones of different companies, so now you can see that majority of the people have smartphones. Now, if we consider the people who does not have any smartphone, if of course the government will support this good idea of ours, because it's not just a business platform, it's a community service also, community service also. So if there will be a good support of this, so of course we can provide good education and platform to those students also. And even if there would be no support, and we'll try if the revenue will be quite high, because providing such free content to those people will be a kind of promotion of our business. So I think it will be a good idea. And thank you for this question. We'll surely work upon this.
Yeah, I believe that your idea will work well. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. We'll work on that.
One more question, can we have?
Hello.
Anybody
I have
else?
a question.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Madam.
So you talked about providing free education through digital platform. So I really liked your idea. But what is your revenue model? You said that you have your team, you have your digital graphic designing team, you have a team, other team as well. So you need to pay them as well. So if you are providing free education, then how you will generate the revenue? And you talked about ad revenue. So can you explain it more detail how it will be generated?
Yes, sure. Nisar, please explain about the financial model, the startup cost and everything.
Thank you for your question. Exactly, our ad revenue was the estimate of our ad revenue model, the PNL model was given by Google AdSense. We calculated that from our total customer, means total number of students enrolled. So if a student, for first of all, we need some loan for starting up our business, like it will be around 3 lakhs. If we get that amount of money, then we will start our business. We don't have we don't have any income till our second quarter. So we are expecting money when students enroll to our project, then we will repay the loan. So our revenue model works like that. The more number of students enrolled to our program, the more revenue we are being generated. We will generate.
So basically, since we are providing a free medium to all, so I'm sure that there will be a large number of students. So if you are getting a 30-minute video for free just for a 1-minute ad, so I'm sure we'll surely go for that video, because you won't mind watching that 1-minute ad. And for that 1-minute ad, Google will pay us. And if this number increase quantitatively, and surely we'll have a good income later on. But initially, we'll obviously have to go for a loan, because starting any business, of course, needs some funds. And I'm sure we'll get the support accordingly. I'm sure about that. Thank you.
So you talked about taking loan and start the business, but my question is, how will you bear the operating expenses to run the business or to sustain the business? How will you carry out that? Like, you need to manage your team as well, you need to provide them salary as well. So you will take loan and you start the business, that's okay. But how will you manage the operating part? So you said that for the first 2 quarters you will have no income. So for that time, how will you sustain?
Yes, for that time only. Yeah, Mr. Please say. Yeah.
For that time only, we have estimated our startup cost. Like, it includes the expenditure of the technical team for 1 year, and the teaching team for 1 year, and the graphic design team for 1 year. That is calculated in the startup cost. For that, we need around, the startup cost of ours is 220,000, means 2,20,000. So in that 2,20,000, we have calculated our 6 month of expenses, and also the startup cost and the technical costs. means cost for the technical items. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and thank you for your presentation. You have actually touched upon a very crucial aspect, which is in fact very pertinent in today's context, in the context where there's a mushrooming of private schools, and the private schools are getting access, the students of the private schools are getting access to best of the resources available on internet, while the students of vernacular medium are getting deprived of the resources which are available because of a problem in the language or a mere language barrier. That is, I really appreciate the aspect which you have touched upon. Now, a few questions that have come up to my mind is, I would like you all to kindly address. The first one is the software development and the updation part. That is going to be a big kind of an exercise in your case, because continuously you need to upgrade your content which you have uploaded. So one part is continuous development of newer contents, that is one. Of course, you can stick to the syllabus which is being provided by SEBA, that can be one. However, upgradation of the content will become a regular exercise for you all. That is one. Second point is development of videos and animations which you are talking about. It will be a costly affair altogether. And what kind of security features are you going to have in your platform? Because without security features, there will be issues of piracy. There will be other issues also which you might not be able to handle in due course of time. So enabling security features will be one very crucial element to make or break your entire model. And my next question, which I would like you all to answer, is that how are you going to promote your product? I mean, who is going to be your target customer? How do you have dealt upon it in your presentation, but I am still not very confident as to how you are going to get your customers. Like, whom are you going to approach? What is your promotional strategy?
Nisar, you please explain about the promotion strategy first, then I'll go for the rest of the answers.
So first of all, our promotional strategy is like in each district, our marketing team of around 4 to 5 students. Basically, we will deal with students only as our employees. So around 4 to 5 students, the management team will go to every school in every district and talk with the principal of that school, and we will aware about the students about our free learning app. So like this, we are expecting around 15% of students from every school. That is our main strategy.
Okay, can I have one thing to add here. If you are going to the schools like directly, this is a tutor-based platform, right? This is a tutorial-based platform. So are you not directly making a head-on attack on the teachers, on the credibility of the teachers? If you are directly asking your teachers you're promoting your product to the teachers, you are trying to substitute, I feel so, will you not be kind of trying to substitute the teachers with a portal? Like, I see it that way. Can you please clarify on this?
Actually, we have thought upon this problem that it might be a direct attack to the teachers because they have already been teaching. But as you can see, the online classes that are currently going on, the good institutions have good online classes. I am sure about that. But some institutions have very poor online classes, and the teachers wants to give their knowledge to the students, but they are unable to get that. So since our platform is free of cost, so it is basically a community service. So instead of taking it that way, that I'm attacking the teacher, we'll ask the teacher for helping us to let the students grow. So I will take it that way, and I'll try to convince the teacher to take it that way, even if the problem persists. So we'll go for another solution that will work upon for the time being. It is on hold right now.
All right. Now, regarding the development of the videos and content development and upgradation,
I'm actually going to answer about that. Yeah, but before that, I'll be talking about the security services, because as you can see, there are many platforms where you can see the video, but you can download it. So that is kind of a security platform for the videos. And there will be, of course, the copyright mark of ours. So even if we see the same content and same video, so we can claim that the video is being copied from us. So yes, of course, since you have mentioned the issue, it will be a hectic problem for us, and we'll surely work upon it with the best available knowledge that we can get. And regarding the uploading and making of videos, as I have mentioned already, we'll use whiteboard animation. So whiteboard animation is very easy to make. There are many websites like, what was that website? There was a website like, I actually forgot the name. I'm sorry about that. So those websites like provide a medium to create whiteboard animation, which is completely free. And to avail some services, of course, we have to pay a very low amount. So this will be very beneficial for us, because as due to lockdown, I'm talking about the current situation. As due to lockdown, there are many people who are currently searching for work or who wants to work from home. Then we can provide them this idea of making whiteboard animation for us at very low cost, because it will take a very minimum amount of time. And also me and my friend will be also working upon it, because we have quite experience about it. So I think we can first make a lot of videos and then we'll update it to the website. So that will reduce our headache for constantly updating the website regularly. So it will be like first planning and then applying this plan to use or real time. So that is how we'll handle the situation. Thank you.
I had a few more questions, but I think I will not put it forward to you because of paucity of time. However, as I can see, this is a freemium kind of a model which you are planning to execute. For one set of customers, it is going to be free. However, for advanced set of requirements like counseling sessions, specific doubt clearing sessions, you will be charging the students with a small amount of charge. There will be a charge. So this is a freemium kind of a model. I really appreciate the effort which you have put in creating this exercise. However, I still feel that some amount of fine tuning in detailing out the working model from your part is required. And I am sure you will be working on this and give it a shape in very near future. So thank you. I again congratulate you on your effort. Arshad, shall we move to the next team? I think we are running short of time now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I'll be posting some question if time permits towards the end of this session. But I would like to call forth now Jubair Mohammed for birthday party planner. Jubair, please.
Yes,
present
sir.
your business
Thank you,
plan
sir.
along with it.
Yeah, please stick to the time. Okay. Jadav and Jubair, please stick to the time.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please move forward.
Sorry, ma'am, there was some technical issue, so I couldn't.
No problem, no problem. Please begin.
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Please begin your presentation.
Okay. Good afternoon, respected judges, my fellow participants and audience present here. Myself, Jadab Burathuki, along with my team member Jubair Mohammed, and we are from the Center for Management Studies, Dibrugarh University. And we are here to present on the business model of our proposed venture, that is Let's Party. And I suppose this is one such business plan, I think, which has not been executed yet. All the previous plans that we have listened, I think somewhat they have been executed and started working on. But this is that business plan which we have not executed yet. Because of the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, we could not do so. So we are planning to start it in future. So from the name itself, I think most of you might get some idea of what it's all about. So I would like to throw some light to your imagination and start. So before knowing what Let's Party is all about, let's first understand how this concept of Let's Party emerged. Now, all of us present here, mainly the youngsters, do like to celebrate our birthdays and throwing party to our friends. Now, I would just like to ask you one simple question, that what is the maximum amount that you would like to invest for your birthday party? Some might say 1,000 or 1,500 or even 2,000, depending upon the number of people you have. So with that amount of rupees 2,000, what we will do is we will go to a cafe or a restaurant or even an hotel, and we will have some good food, talk with friends, have some fun. But the amount that we are investing, rupees 2,000, is it really worth the experience that you are getting? The same question strike my mind when I face the same. And I realized that the amount that I'm spending for my birthday party and the return that I'm getting from it is not really worth it. Because since all of us want our birthdays to be special, really helpful in a pleasurable manner. So the return that we get from it is not good enough. Instead of that, if we can get a place which is designed exclusively only for the birthdays, then I think that will give the maximum return. So Let's Party is what will give the solution to it. So Let's Party is basically a venture that will provide the youngsters or all the students belonging to the age group of 18 to 25 around a comfortable place, a place to hang out, a place for party, and at a good ambience at an affordable price. Now let's see how our business will work. So firstly, you see that we'll carry our activities in the rented hall. So first thing we need to do is we need to book a hall. We need to do the necessary preparations. The hall should be with some good electricity facilities and a running water. Secondly, we will have a website. If a customer need to book the room, then he will go to the website. He will enter the basic details like the number of persons, the time in which you want the hall, and all other details, or whatever food you want to eat, and accordingly we'll receive the orders. So what we will do is we will tie up with the restaurants and we'll bring the food from there. So once we receive the orders, we'll accordingly decorate the hall and bring the food in that particular place and serve them. And lastly, once the party is over, what we will do is we will take the feedbacks and reviews from the customers, because for a successful business venture, reviews are very important, because accordingly we can improve our services with the help of the honest customer reviews. Now next, as we know that marketing is the heart of any business, so we have also adopted 2 marketing plans for our business venture. First is social media. So all of us are quite aware that in the present time, social media plays a very dominant role if we have any product or service to market. In the same way, we'll also use social media like Facebook, Instagram to reach out to maximum of the audience and market our services. Secondly, there is a term called undercover marketing. So as the term says, that this is something that will not do from coming to front. This will do something from the behind. So I would just like to give you an example to explain what undercover marketing is. So around 2 to 3 years back, there was a movie named Padmavat which came out. And in that movie, what happened is a lot of hype was created before even the release of the movie. what they did is they tried to create some religious political issue, and before the release of the movie, a lot of hype was created. There was Padmavat in the name of in the minds of every people. It was discussed in the newspapers, in the televisions as well. So there was a part of undercover marketing. In the same way, we are going to utilize the same. Before even we release our service in the market, what we will do is we will make the people aware that something like this is coming, so that till the time we release our service in the market, people are already aware of it and we don't need to wait for the orders. So rest of the part, I would like to request my friend Jubair Mohammed to kindly explain.
Thank you, Jadav, for introducing me in the session. So now I would like to take this opportunity and explain the remaining plans of the business model. So as you can see that it is self-financed venture. This venture will be completely self-financed venture, and we are planning to use our own savings. Like when we come to borrowed money, we are also planning to borrow the remaining part of the capital from our parents, so that we can escape from the high rate interests. And coming to the investment, after analyzing the whole business plan, we came to know that this venture demands comparatively less investments than other businesses. We have to invest in common things like furniture, music systems, lightnings, and other decorative items, etc. So now moving forward to the next slide, that is operations and management. We, the future owners, will look after the management things like managing of the website, taking orders, looking after the decoration part, procuring of the food items and serving them, etc. Now we are also planning to employ 2 workers, one as a cleaner and the other as a caterer who will serve the foods. And we, the future owners, will also supervise them when needed. The operating costs, such as paying out the rent, electricity bill, and some other miscellaneous expenses, will be met from the revenues earned from the orders. Now, I would like to move forward to the last slide of our presentation, that is viability of the business. We can say that the level of viability is high because this is some sort of new concept in the targeted geographical area in which we are planning to set up our venture, that is near about Dibrugarh University. And it will be a complete new experience for the students of Dibrugarh University belonging to the age group of 18 to 25. And it seems much more attractive option to celebrate your birthday party than a regular birthday party celebration in restaurants or cafes. It will be very much efficient and affordable for those students. Now, we'd like to conclude our presentation by saying that as the industry of event management will grow in the coming years or bloom in the coming years, so this venture, that is Let's Party. So with this, I would like to conclude and put forward my appreciation and greetings to all of you present here. Thank you.
Thank you. You have actually charged us all of the audience, because after 2 years of handling the pandemic, we all are looking forward to get into a party mode, and you have actually aided us in recharging our thoughts and emotions. I hope you start your venture soon. However, we'll like to have a few questions from the audience for you all to answer. Can we take up 2 questions from the audience?
Yes, I have a question here.
Yes, please go forward.
Yes, Jubair, you said that it's very affordable for the buyers. But the thing is that if I go to a restaurant and if I bring my friends over there, then I have to pay only for the food, not for the area. But if I go to your place, you'll be renting a place. And as of my knowledge, if you rent a space or if you buy a space, you give rates according to square foot basis. So the more the area, the more expensive it will be. And if I go to your place, I have to pay for your space also, and I have to pay for my food also. Then how come your space is going to be affordable to me?
Okay, thank you for your question, but I'll try to answer this question. That is, yes, you have to pay a little bit more, but with money you will also get some other facilities. Like you will get the real ambience of a birthday party, which you won't get in a restaurant or cafe. And with money also you will get the flexibility to play your own music playlist, or we will also provide some other facilities like indoor games which you can utilize. And other than that, you can also get the facility of decoration of your own choice. I'm pretty sure that you won't be getting these facilities in a restaurant. And we will try our level best to keep the price at a very affordable.
No, actually, there are some restaurants where they have some private space where they organize parties and they decorate it for us if we say. I think I have gone to some of those restaurants and I have I have another question here. The level of satisfaction I'll be getting is more than that of a restaurant. But till now, I have done my parties in restaurant only, and I have gained a very nice level of satisfaction. And your thing is very new. I have not done yet, and nobody has done it yet. So how can you guarantee that it will give more satisfaction than the restaurant?
Okay, I'd like to answer that. So as I already mentioned that this place is exclusively designed for birthday parties only. So it's not like that. So whenever you go to a restaurant, so basically you will have a sitting place, you will have your dinner, you can chill with your friends. But here we will design it in such a way that it automatically give you the birthday vibes. And at the same time, we install some other indoor games as well and others interesting things so that will make the ambience in a way that will be more enjoyable.
Any other question do we have? Okay, if there are none, then I would like to ask a few things to you. First of all, why have you narrowed down to birthdays only? That is my first question. Second question is that you are going to take up space on rent, okay? Now, on what criteria, on what basis are you going to select that space? And the space which you have selected will be based on your considerations, your likes, dislikes, or your own characteristics of choosing a place. Now, will it guarantee that any customer looking for a party location for a party, space for a party, will also like the space which you have chosen? That is the second question. And the third question is, of course, that has already been put forward. Once again, I'd like to know from you that why should I take up your solution, your let's birthday party plan, leaving aside restaurants, leaving aside hotels, leaving aside other, function halls? Like, what will prompt me to choose yours?
Thank you, ma'am, for the questions. Firstly, answering your first question, that why only birthday party? So first of all, when we are thinking about this plan, we kept this in mind, the audience belonging to the age group of 18 to 25. That means the students who are studying in Dibrugarh University. So we have found that because as we have over 4,500 students, so if we see on an average, like daily, there are around more 5 to 6 birthdays we have in the university. So we thought that if out of that 4 or 5, at least if we can get 1 or 2 birthdays, then that will be more good for us in the starting days. So once if we get successful in that plan of birthday, then we can also reach to other areas as well. But first, we want to specialize in this aspect of birthdays only.
Okay. The next part of the questions, 2 other questions I have.
The second question was regarding the place. So we want to select the place in such a way, because as I said that the target audience is university students. So the place should be near somewhat around 2 to 3 kilometers from Dibrugarh University. And we are not taking it around near the town, because everyone wants a place, from that city life or something to chill upon. So we are selecting a place that will be convenient for the university students with a proper transport facilities as well.
Okay. Next part.
And third question was, why should you select us only, right?
Yes.
Yes. So as I
Yes.
already answered, there will be a different set of vibe created in that room, because we all want our birthdays to like to celebrate in a special manner, because this is our special day. So we want to make it much more special. So the Let's Party is providing you that ambience where we will create a memorable experience for you, where you can have dance around, or you can have some bit of music and all other facilities that is required. Basically our aim is to create that party vibe, that ambience which you don't get in a restaurant or a hotel. So I think that will set apart us from the rest of the competitors, I guess.
Have you identified what would be the total cost incurred for this model? Worked upon the costing?
Yes, ma'am. I guess around 1 lakhs in total.
Have you done the detailing?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, we thought of renting a room. So the basic things we'll require is, in a sound system of very good quality, and others in that will require the chairs and all, table chairs and all, basic sofas and all, so that people can sit there and all. And other that some plates where we can serve the food, and the basic decoration items where we need at the initial stages. And once the birthdays are over, then obviously we need to change the decoration somewhat depending upon what the theme of the birthday is. So in an overall basis, and we also need to pay the rent as well. So around 1 lakh will do for that.
Okay, I still feel that you need to work up on the details of this, because you'll have to fix up the prices based on this. So you need to have, you need to do a little detailed homework on how you're going to fix your pricing. Otherwise, it's a good idea. I appreciate the effort you have put in, and thank you. Can we have the next team?
Thank you.
There are 2 more teams, I feel.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
So,
Arsha.
shall I call up the next team?
Yes, please.
I would like to request Noorain Khan to present his business plan on indie organics. Mr. Khan.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, please introduce your institute before you start presenting. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, we are from Management Studies of NIT Silchar, and our team consists of me, myself, Noorain Khan, Montu Mani Talukdar, Deepu Goswami, and Ritish Sharma Bardlai. As we all know, behind Ritish, next slide. As we all know, behind every startup or business idea, there lies a urge to solve a particular problem related to the society. For us, firstly, we wanted to tackle the problem of organic products, specifically groceries. Majority of households are willing to purchase organic vegetables. However, only a few of them are able to do so. Secondly, farmers have to depend upon local traders and middlemen for the disposal of their farm produce, due to which middlemen take away a major chunk of the profit from the farmers. To give you a better picture of the problems, go to the next slide. Okay, a majority of Indian consumers, around 75%, are willing to purchase organic products. However, only 29% are able to buy organic products, and the main reason is that there's non-availability of organic products. Next slide. And if you saw also the farmers problem around since 1995, 2,96,438 Indian farmers committed suicide, and the main reason, as per national crime records, and the main reason is financial crisis of them. To solve this issue, we are introducing in the organics. Next slide. we are introducing India Organics. India Organics is a farm to fork ecosystem which will deliver organic foods with high nutrition to the consumer's plate by increasing farmers' income. In India Organics, we have two offerings: mobile apps and the websites. It is next slide. Our India Organics business model can be defined in 3 P's: procure, promote, and place. We will procure only organic products from the farmers through India Organics procurement centers, and farmers will be paid on the basis of selling price. We will deduct 20% of sales value as our platform fees, and remaining amount will be transferred into farmers' bank account. And promote side, we will promote organic farmings by contract organic farming or by training farmers about different organic farming techniques like crop rotation, green manures, compost, and biological pest control. And the place, we have our India Organics apps and the website. It will be online markets where customers can buy organic vegetables from us and get delivered to their doorstep. As earlier I mentioned, we will deduct 20% of sales value as our platform fees, and which will be our main source of earning, and the remaining amount will be transferred into farmers' bank account. From there on, I will ask Deepu Goswami to cover. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Yes. Coming to the day-to-day operations of our company, the tied up farmers will produce the organic vegetables as per our consulting help. Then we will procure these organic products with help of our supply trucks and bring it to our cold storage facilities. These cold storage facilities will keep the products fresh and also helps them to not perish in a very less time. This will be kept fresh and also it will be not non-perishable. Then we will take the orders of our customer through our app and also through the contact number of our company. Then our delivery agents will deliver these products to our customers in a very less time, within 2 to 3 hours. The strategy here being is to transfer the very fresh organic products from producers to customers in a very less time and very effective mode. Now, coming to the next slide. The organic food market, as we see here, the Indian organic food market, as we see here, stands around 850 million in 2020. It is further expected to grow about 20 to 21% in the coming years. A forecast made by some independent research projects that it will be around 26 billion by 2026. The government of India has also encouraged organic farming to the farmers by providing various assistance schemes and also financial aids, and providing numerous mechanical tools and techniques to implement organic farming and provide organic food to the Indian consumer. Now, coming to our next slide. Coming to the target market, our target market is very niche here. We are targeting a very niche segment of customers. The first being the health conscious people. As we can see that in recent times, people are getting very conscious about their health. They are trying to get as much nutrients from the food products as possible, and they are avoiding inorganic food. Also a target customer type can be the fitness enthusiasts, the people who go to gym, who do regular exercise, and also who do yoga. They are looking to curb the inorganic food and trying to bring in organic food in their diet. We are also targeting people who are already in the organic food market, but they cannot go to the market due to this current situation and also due to less availability of time. Also, a type of potential prospect can be soon to be parent families. They are because due to the pregnant mother needing more and more nutrients, they are in search of organic foods. Now, coming to our financials, the following are our assumptions. As we can see that as per WHO's guidelines, the standard amount of vegetable that is consumed by a people is around 320 grams per day. And assuming that there are 4 persons in a family, and also the average price of organic food, organic vegetables being at 50 rupees per kg, we see that there will be around 2,000 rupees in vegetable expenses per month by a family. And for our company, we are expecting to cover 1,000 households within 3 months of our launch in the city of Jorhat. Further, that as mentioned by my friend Diptanen, we will be keeping around 22% sales value of our as our platform fee and as our expenditure, and the remaining will be transferred to our farmers bank. Now, assuming all those things in the previous slide, the income statement from the 4th month, after 3 months of our 3 months of our growth, we see that the net income comes about 2,44,000, which is quite good enough for our company to keep growing and to keep going. Now, the future scope of our company: at first, we are delivering organic vegetables, and we are also providing consultancy to the organic farmers. Then we are thinking of going into the organic, then thinking of providing organic fruits and also A2 quality milk, which is the milk produced by the local cows, that is much higher in nutrients than those from the Jersey cows. And also we are thinking of going in providing organic tea, and also thinking of providing also starting contract farming. In our 3rd year as a firm, we are planning to expand our business to other cities and our other cities of the region, and also throughout the nation, and also opening offline stores. With this, I would like to conclude our presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this idea of venturing into organic, of staying healthy and fit, which very well complements the theme of this year's SANMILAN. Can we have 2 questions from the audience?
I would like to ask a question.
Yes.
So basically, I have been working in the distribution business recently. So it is seen that the market actually works on credit system. Since I have seen that the payment that will make to the farmers is around 14,97,600. So if I divide it in 3 months, so it was for your 3 months. If I divide it per month, so it will be around.
It's for 1 month.
Okay, so 1 month. So for 1 month, you will be paying 14,97,600 to the farmers. So don't you think, because this is a very huge amount to put on credit initially as for a startup?
No,
And
we
what
are
if
actually.
Swiggy starts the same business, because they already have a more number of delivery boys, more number of customers, and what if they just do the same thing, and how will you compete with them?
For say, we are actually not crediting. We are after sales, they will be paid. So initially after procuring, they will not get the payment. When their products will be sold, after that they will get the payment. And if for a farmer, arranging delivery boys is quite hard. That's all.
Hello.
Okay,
Actually,
thank you.
regarding the Swiggy thing, I would like to mention a point also. What Swiggy does is they contact the retailers. So basically, it will not. I don't think Swiggy will go on ground and they will get to the farmers man to man. So that's how I think our venture will be different from, and we will come out as a different company from Swiggy and their competitions. That's why.
So that will make you to store a large amount of vegetables, which might require a large number of go downs, or the vegetables might rot in due time. So
that's a fair point. But actually, we're trying. First, we'll try on a very small scale. That's how every startup comes with a risk. No, so that's why we will be starting at very small scale. Then we will be thinking of expanding our storages, and we will grow as our profit margin grows.
Okay, thank you. That's an amazing
We
idea.
will also be having this storage facility.
We have also. Yes. We
will
have
also be having
also
this
plan to take a lease from government coal houses. In Jorhat, there is a cold storage in Senizan area. So we have also plan to take from rent in that cold storage.
Okay, thank you. Really amazing idea. I appreciate it.
Can I ask a question, ma'am?
Yes. Please
Yeah,
keep
this
it short,
question is,
however, please keep it short.
yes. Yeah, this question has come out of curiosity. So I would like to ask everyone know what is the problem here.
Your voice was not audible in between.
Yes, I asked that every business tends to solve a problem. So can I know what is the problem here that you are catering to solve that problem? Can I know the problem?
Yes, we are solving problems of since organic vegetables and products are not easily available. We want to solve this problem, and the second is farmers' income. Since independence, agricultural marketing is not really developed. Through this our venture, we want to increase farmers' income. These are the two problems that we want to solve.
Okay,
Okay,
but yes, ma'am.
Could he answer your question, Pushkar?
Actually, the thing is that you are a middleman to the farmers and buyers. But thing is that what we can see is that, for example, in Guwahati, there are weekly bazaars. So the farmers who produce themselves are the sellers. So here already the cost of the product is already too high, and we have a tendency that if we buy vegetables and even 5 rupees goes up, we have a tendency not to buy it. We have a tendency to make chaos. So you coming into it will make the prices even more. So how
Actually,
come the
I would like to answer your question. Firstly, we mentioned our problem statement in the first slide only, that we are, and also we are targeting a very niche customer base. As we have mentioned, nowadays people are looking separately looking for organic vegetables. They are willing to pay more price for that benefit which they get from organic. As we all know, our vegetables are contaminated with various chemicals and various chemicals. So people nowadays are opting for a better, healthier life, and they are also willing to provide a few bucks more for that benefit. And in many places there are in present days also there are many places where there are retail stores for separately for organic farming only, and there the prices are very huge. So as compared to that, we will be providing a what do you say, the home delivery and very convenient and user-friendly experience, so that they will be able to get the organic vegetables and products by sitting at their comfort of the home only.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the two questions. I have two questions for you all. My first question is that you are sourcing vegetables which are going to be organic. Now, how will you ensure that the products which you are sourcing are actually organic? Number one. Number two, what kind of certifications you will have to take up for promoting your platform as someone selling organic product? That is my second question. And my third question is, why are you, on what basis have you decided on deducting 20% as the platform charges from the farmers? So these are the three questions. Can you quickly give me the answer? I hope I was audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Please.
Yes. Yes.
For verifying organic vegetables, first we will ensure that we will do consultancy with farmers that they will produce organic vegetables, and since they will be we will try to convince them that if they produce the organic vegetables, they will be earning a huge profit, and we will also tie up with our local research lab, CSR Jorhat, which is a central laboratory and also Assam Agriculture University to test our products on routinely basis so that they will be not produced using chemicals. And if in later on, if we get our investment, we will try to build our in-house lab to ensure that the products are organic.
Yeah, ensuring organic is the biggest challenge in this kind of a
Yes,
business.
yes. Actually, we will try to that how much
it takes time.
inorganic
It takes
chemicals.
time, like right from the soil quality till the it's not alone the fertilizers which you are using that will render a product to be organic. Right from the soil quality, the distance till which beyond which like there is no organic. I mean, you have to define the perimeter, the boundaries on which there's only organic products. I mean, organic fertilizers or whatever you say you are going to use. So it takes time, and this will be a time-consuming process. So can you please quickly address the other two questions?
Yes, yes. Yes, it's time. It will take time, but it's not impossible since if we say Sikkim said already most of their production is organic production. We have from in our northeast we can produce organic produce. And second question is organic.
Second question is regarding certifications. What kind of certifications you will have to consider?
Certification, actually we have certification like central governments organic produce from central governments. There are some certifications. We will try to procure these certifications, and we will also try to get ISO products ISO certifications.
All right. And how about the 20% platform charges? How have you decided on 20%?
Yes, 22%. From we have done an initial survey. So what we have learned to know that most of the farmers they not able to sell their products in local markets or to direct customers. They have to depend on like middlemen, and what they get from our survey, we get that most of the farmers get around 10 to 15 rupees per kg on their vegetables. In some cases, when their production is high, they will get around 5 rupees. So we actually try to maximize their income and also to get our profit. Since if we consider our 22% cut at our average price of 50 rupees, then we will see that we will get around 11 rupees as our revenue, and the remaining 39 rupees will be transferred to farmers account. So in a simple way, we are actually doubling the farmers income, and also we are earning, and I think 11 rupees from a 50 kg at 22%, it's a good amount for our startup.
Okay. So if you're actually thinking of venturing into this kind of an exercise, then your actual job starts now, because in agriculture, in marketing, the biggest problem is the problem of plenty. And considering the perishability nature of the product, it is a very exhaustive exercise, and the detailing part is also exhaustive. So I think your real job will start now, if you are really serious about starting on this venture. Anyways, thank you. I hope you will be doing a little bit of detail exercise on this. Arsha, can we have the last team?
Rashida madam, Arshad is delinked for some reason. This is Aradhana.
Okay. Yes.
Now we are already in this 5 presentations. 6th is awaited. 6th will be presented by Gaurav Singh. Therefore, I request Gaurav to come up with his presentations. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, respected teachers and the judges. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please start your presentation.
Hello, everyone. I am Pritam Sharma, and I'm here to present a startup idea that me and my friend Gaurav Singh have decided to start with. So the name of our firm is Growth with Potential. This is the logo of our startup, and this is the website. So let's see about the founders or the co-founders. Gaurav Singh, he is currently a student of BBA Finance, pursuing from Dibrugad University. Also an aspirant of CFP, that is Certified Financial Planner. And myself, Pritam Sharma, I'm pursuing BCA from Dibrugad University. I'm also aspiring for CFA, that is Certified Financial Analyst, which is a certification from USA in the field of stock market. So basically, what our startup does is it deals with investments, like investments in stock market. Like we must have seen, suppose I have 1 lakh rupees and I want to put it into work. The maximum that we can do with it is in Assam and India, like we keep it in a bank account or in an FD account, in a saving account. But the interest that we get on an FD account, it's very less, like it's 7%. And that is not the effective use of your money. So we have come up with like this is a company where we educate people about stock market and help them invest and help them grow. So let's see about some history about stock market. So it's all about the mindset. I would like to mention since 1990 till 2008, there have been many scams that have been going around stock market, like the Harshad Mehta scam, also known as the scam 1992. The web series also was launched regarding this. Then the Ketan Parikh scam that was done in 2002, the dot-com bubble that went in USA during the late 2000, and the Satyam computer scam, which is the most recent one, being in 2008. Next major problem is like investments and trading. So here I want to make it clear that investments is for long term. You put your money, you select some companies and you put your money into the company for a relatively longer period of time, like 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, that way. But trading, what you do in trading is you just buy some stocks, you buy some securities, then wait for some time, and if the securities goes up, you sell it instantly. But what's it's when I said about mindset, the problem here is like in intraday, it's rewarding. Why? Because you can see the result. You can get the result within 1 minute or 1 day. So, but for investments to work, it takes time. It takes years. So most of the people don't have patience to wait for such long period of time. And just to mention that it has been historically seen that in trading, 90% of the traders lose their capital. Forget about making money on the capital. They lose their capital. They end up becoming broke, 90% of them. So like you must have heard the common terms like 21 दिन में पैसा double हो जाएगा, penny stock. So these are the common mistakes which have been carried out since past in India. And like there's a statistics, there's a number. Like in India, less than 3% of the Indian population are involved in stock market. Whereas if we compare numbers with USA, in USA, right now, more than 55% of the populations are involved in stock market. So there's a very huge gap, and this gap exists just because of we have identified two reasons why this gap exists. First is lack of right guidance. As I've said, that there have been so many scams going around in Indian equity markets, like since last 2 decades. So people have made a mindset that that stock market is a scam and you cannot make money there. They are only scamsters. So, but the situation has changed since then. Since the last 2 decades, the situation has changed drastically. There have been many regulatory bodies which have come up to tackle with this. There are guidance. There are there's everything now. Stock market is a safe place if you do it for the long term. So the first problem that we solve as a startup is we educate people. How do we educate people? How do we guide people? We plan to to conduct seminars, to conduct workshops, and to bring in resource person, go offline into universities, and educate people like why you should be investing in stock market instead of keeping your money in bank account or any traditional investment. The second main problem that we have identified is inflation, the silent killer. I call it the silent killer. So let me explain in a short way what inflation is. Inflation means it is the increase in the prices of commodities or any material year after year. Suppose we buy a Maggi packet for 10 rupees today. Next year, the Maggi packet will cost 12 rupees or 13 rupees. That means you have to pay an extra amount after some time just for the same product. The product is same, but your purchasing power goes down. So it is the decrease. Inflation is the decrease in the purchasing power of money. And like as I've written there, that you might have not realized, but the money in your bank is making you poorer. Why did I write this? Because when you keep your money in bank, suppose you made an FD in your bank of 1 lakh rupees, and the bank promised you a return of say 4 to 5%, which is the maximum right now. And after Corona situation, this interest rate goes down. So suppose they are giving you 5%, but 5% they are giving you a nominal interest rate. This is not the real interest rate. Real interest rate will come when you adjust inflation or when you subtract inflation. And in India, inflation has been growing at around 6% per year. That means suppose bank is paying you 5% and your cost of purchasing, the purchasing power of money has been decreasing at 6%. That means 5 minus 6. That means you are getting poor by 1% every year for keeping your money in bank. So these are the two main problems where we come and where we solve this as the growth with potential solves. So what are the solutions? For the solutions, we have designed 3 products or 3 services, as you can say. The first is the research report. So before we invest in any companies in stock market, we need to study about the company, how it's been performing, what are the products, how is the future of the company, who is running the company, because there is a relationship between stock price and the company's performance. Suppose like if the company grows by 25% every year, then the stock price will also grow by 25% every year. Suppose the stock price is 100 rupees right now. Next year it will grow by 25%. Suppose then it becomes like 125 rupees or so on. Like it's not exactly, but it grows that way. There is a direct relationship between it. So first thing is, as a qualified, research analyst, we will be doing all the homework. We will research about the companies. We will talk with the management. We will do each and everything that's required to be put upon in a research report, and we will publish it. And we will sell the research report to our clients, whosoever want it. They can read the report and they can take their judgments, take the decision to invest or not in the company or another company. The second solution or the second product is financial planning. Like all of us, we have some plans. Like someone wants the dream house, someone wants to go on a vacation, someone wants, a car, anything. Financial. We have plans to buy this, buy that, get this, get there, or such kind of thing. But how many of us actually plan for it right now? I guess very few people plan for it. Like they say, I'll achieve this, but they never think of it from a financial perspective. So what we will do is, Gaurav, who is an aspirant of CFP, Certified Financial Planner, he will be the one who will guide people and who will make customized, financial plans to suit their goals. Like if a person wants to buy a Lamborghini in the next 5 years, or if a person wants to buy a house in the next 5 years, then according to his salary, according to his expenses, our startup will prepare a detailed financial plan, and we will give it to the client, and he can work upon it. And then he can take decisions about his finances in similar fashion. The next product is the main USP of our startup, portfolio management. So what exactly is portfolio management? Portfolio, as we know, it's a collection of something. So portfolio in our case is a collection of stocks, where we'll be picking very good company stocks, like any good company stocks, based on the risk appetite of an individual. And I would like to mention here that each and every person has a different risk appetite. So you can someone can take 10% risk, someone can take 50% risk, someone is a high risk taker, someone is a low risk taker. So his plans and his portfolio and his money should be invested in a similar fashion. So we do exactly that thing. We would design a financial plan, and we will take his capital with his permission, and we will invest his money accordingly. Suppose I get 1 lakh rupees from a client and I have 5 stocks to invest. Then I will allocate the 1 lakh rupees for the 5 stocks. And in return, what the client will get is he doesn't has to think about his money. The entire responsibility is ours. We will do the research, we will do everything, we will invest, and we will generate return. And this is the main USP of ours. So about competition, or I would rather call it peers, because I feel that we have very less competition. And the only competition, the biggest competitor we need to deal with is the mindset of a trader. As I said, a trader is a person who wants instant return. Like you must have seen in YouTube or anywhere in social media that there are so many apps coming out, OctaFX or OctaFX, Olim Trade, all these kind of apps where they promise that they will give you return, invest your money, and you will get return within 5 minutes, within 1 day, within 1 week. But this is not true. This is never possible. It's never possible to grow your money and create wealth in the long term in such similar fashion. If it was possible, that all the big business owners, Ambani's, Adani's, all of them would have simply taken the service, would have taken the money and put it in the app itself, and they would have doubled their money overnight. But it's not possible. That's why it's not happening. If we go some of the names that I mentioned here are Zerodha, Binance, Angel Broking, Upstock. So our main competitors will be the traders or the brokers like Zerodha and Upstock and Angel Broking. So what they do is they encourage people to continue with trading. They encourage trading, but trading in the long term, as I said, is not beneficial for wealth creation. 90% of the traders end up losing their money, losing their capital. So instead, we will try to encourage people to invest for long term rather than trading, because investing in the long term will be much more beneficial, and it can make proper use of your money and give a very good return for your money. And so, for just an extra point, I would like to mention that some of the richest big shots in the field of stock market, just to mention, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Radhakrishna Damani, the owner of D-Mart, Vijay Kedia of Kedia Securities, and many of them, they have built their wealth through investments, not through trading, and they support investments. And one more point is the platforms or companies like Zerodha, Angel Broking, Upstock, why they promote trading is because whenever someone trades on their platform, they charge a certain brokerage for the service. So if the more trade happens on their platform, the more brokerage and revenue they will earn. But if they start promoting investments, then there will be zero brokerage and they will be at loss. So we believe that they will never come into the field of investments. They will be limited to the field of trading, and that's our main advantage, competitive advantage, I may say. So next is the revenue plan. So for 3 different products, we have 3 different revenue models. The research report, it will be a one-time cost. I will give my research report, we will give my research report, and we will charge a certain fixed amount, suppose X rupees for the research report. Next is the financial planning, where we will prepare a financial plan for our client, and we will charge a minute percentage of the amount. Suppose, say, the client wants to invest 5 lakhs rupees. So we will charge, say, 1 or 2% from the 5 lakhs rupees. And in return, by using our financial plan, they will earn 14 to 15% or even 20% by investing through our financial plans. So it's not a low situation for them. And the third one is portfolio management. Like it will be a performance-based charge. So we will say that suppose we set a threshold, say 15%. We promise that we will generate 15% returns for you per year annually, and we will charge only if we generate on and above 15%. Suppose we charge below 15%, we generate returns for them below 15%. We won't be taking any charges with them. Our service will be for free. But suppose we generate above 15%, say 20%, then we will take suppose 1 or 2% out of the 20% profit, not the capital. So we believe that this model will work for us. And to mention, we are right now pursuing, I'm thinking of pursuing for CFA, and my friend is pursuing for CFP, just because we need certifications to enter into this field. We need proper certifications, but we are working on it right now, like on our own level. Like we have advised our friends and our relatives, and right now we are handling a small amount of 5 lakh rupees on an individual basis. But I hope, like, after we complete the certification and after we go ahead with the plan, we would be very successful with it. Thank you.
Yeah, can we have 2 questions quickly, very quickly? Can we have 2 questions to the team?
Hello, Pritam. This is Shahid.
Yeah.
You said that you will charge us something money for giving financial experts or financial planning. So my question to you is that there are many financial experts who run YouTube channel and who give advices and of regarding stock or planning investment for free. And secondly, for Zerodha, they are giant, they are billion-dollar company. So how you will compete with them?
Okay, let me answer it one by one. First thing, you mentioned about YouTube who give free advice. So this is the problem point. The person who are giving advices for free on YouTube, they haven't prepared any, they don't have the risk profile of the individual. I as an individual may be a very low risk person. Like I may only bear 10% of the risk, but another person may bear 50, may be ready to bear 50% of the risk. So the YouTuber, he is giving a generalized view, and generalized view in the field of finance and stock market doesn't work. It needs to be a customized plan for everyone. So we can beat that. The second is Zerodha. Zerodha, like it is Zerodha now, it's a it's a billion-dollar company, but it has also started as a a bootstrap idea, and it has become a big name in here. So I had already mentioned that they are the ones who are promoting trading, but we don't promote trading. We promote people to invest for the long term. So this is the main difference. Like we are promoting investment, which is a different field, and they are promoting trading, which is a different field. So if we see directly, they are not a competition.
My second question is that if I have 5 lakh in my hand, and if I want to invest it in any bank or anywhere, if I go for suppose if I go to ICICI Bank and say that I have 5 lakh rupees, and they will be welcoming me that come here invest in our company, then they will not charge anything. They will just take our money and they will invest, and they have that guarantee. Then they will have that guarantee that will not fail or something like that.
So that you mean to say that you do an FD of 5 lakhs rupees? Or?
No, there are a lot of investment plan. Suppose the like SIP plan or other benefits investment plan or blue stacks plan where you can go and invest directly in ICICI or anywhere.
Okay, I understand. You're talking about mutual funds. So mutual funds, how they work is the SIPs that you said, right? You will deposit any X amount of money, 500, 1,000, or according to you. So what mutual fund houses do is they have so many hidden charges. They suppose they are giving you an average return of suppose say 15%. So definitely they are making more than that, right? That's why they are giving you 15%. And in case of mutual fund, there are so many hidden charges like exit fee, there is management fee, and they don't deliver, they don't deliver performance. Suppose some year they may deliver 15%, some year they may deliver minus 10%. So you don't have the security out there that your money will work every time. But we are giving the capital protection. We will say that suppose your capital gets eroded, we are the one responsible for it. We will pay you back the capital. And the next thing is, as I said, it's a performance basic. Our fees will be based on performance. Suppose we didn't perform well, we didn't perform the way we said, we won't take any fees. We will only take charge fees for the portfolio management service after we have performed.
Do you have any idea?
We won't charge.
Do you have any idea where you will invest all this money on the
Yeah, in stock
customer?
market.
Stock market. Okay.
Yeah, everything will every penny that we will be taking from our client will go into stock market.
Okay. Do you have any experts regarding this or regarding your company?
Yeah. See.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Is it legal as per SEBI to
Yes,
do
I'm
this
coming
type
there.
of service
I understand. I understand.
without any certification, without any legalities?
Yeah, I'm coming there. So right now we are not a registered company. So what we are planning, see, we are on our in our individual capacity. We are already working on our level with our friends and with our clients. See, the next thing is regarding the certification. As I said, I'm gonna pursue it for CFA, and my friend and my partner is gonna pursue for CFP, Certified Financial Planner. So after right now, this plan is on hold for the next 2 years, just because we don't have the certification that you mentioned, SEBI. So in order to get the certification, we need to clear CFP and CFA, which we are working upon. And in the next 2 years, we would be certified if everything goes right. And then we can launch this business on a big scale. But right now we are working on a personal level.
All right.
And I'm very happy to say.
Intervene. I'd like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
intervene because we are running short of time. I have one question to you. The slide which you are displaying, which is still on display, it says that our revenue model is unique because we guarantee capital protection, which others do not provide. How do you guarantee protection? Suppose I go to you for advice. You ask me to invest on so and so stock. After that, how will you ensure protection? Because stock market is so uncertain, like today and tomorrow, like there is a hell lot of difference in what is going to happen. So how will you from your end ensure that protection? That is my only question to you.
That's a very good question. So in the case of portfolio management, we will be handling the money. We will be handling the client's money. We will be responsible. We will not give them the stock tips. Suppose they have 1 lakh rupees. We will take the 1 lakh rupees on their behalf and we will do the research and we will invest in it. And as far as the capital protection is concerned, so we are very confident about ourselves because CFA, as I said, and CFP, as I said, they are international degrees and they will prepare. And after having the degree, it will prepare us for, it will give us the knowledge and it will prepare us for the world of stock market. And so we have confidence on ourselves and our experience, and so we can protect, so we can guarantee capital protection. And right now also we are working on a personal scale and we are generating quite good amount of money for our clients also. So because of that, I can say that we can guarantee capital protection.
I hope your stars are with you so that you can carry forward with this. But it was good. Your idea is actually good. And this is almost personal finance is one of the most required topics as on date. So I thank you for your presentation. I think we do not have any more presentation, right, Aradhana ma'am?
Thank you, ma'am.
This is the last presentation, right, Arshad?
Yes, ma'am. That was the last presentation.
Yes,
and probably by now our Arshad is also back. He knows about the other modalities of this whole competition. I would like to request Arshad to further guide us.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for covering me.
I think Arshad is facing a problem on the network. Till he reconnects, like I would like to, can I, Aradhana ma'am, I have a few points like to which are general comments for all the teams. Can I put forward, ma'am, Aradhana ma'am?
Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So this is general. I mean, there's a lot to appreciate on the efforts of the students. However, I also need to be a critic when I have taken this chair for the session for which I am invited for. I also need to criticize you and dissect you in details so that certain things you learn and you do not repeat in future. Yes, Arshad? Yes? Okay, the first thing which I would like to tell all the teams is that when you start, this is a business plan competition, right? You need to give a business plan. So when it is a business plan, there are a few things which you all need to consider in details. The first I'm going in a sequence like, however, when you are going for a business plan, formulating a business plan, in many instances, you need not work in isolation of the different aspects, which I'll be telling you. The first one is the idea screening. So why is this business you're going to do? From where has it come to your mind? In this context, you can do some kind of an environmental scanning. You can also take the aid of industry data, some research reports. You can take the aid of observations. It can be anything. It can be your own personal observations. It can be a news item also. So anything that leads to a formation of an idea, which ignites a spark in you. Let's see, this is something which I can work on. This is something which I can develop as a plan. I can start as a business like. So that idea screening part has to be there. In many of your cases, it was there. Bearing a very few of the presentations, it was almost there in almost all of yours. Then there are two parts. After the business idea screening part is done, there are two components. One which I will call as the back end, and the other one is the front end. I'll first tell you about the back end. The back end is, can I realize this idea has come to me? Now, can I realize this idea? Can I execute this idea? Can I develop it into a plan which I can get it into in the form of a business? Like, so this is what I am talking about, a feasibility kind of a study, feasibility analysis. So when I'm talking of feasibility, it has to be a market feasibility. It has to be a technical feasibility, a financial feasibility, and nowadays, more importantly, is your social as well as your environmental feasibility. So these are some aspects which you cannot ignore. Now, when you do the market feasibility, I'm going a bit fast because there is a crunch on the time. In the market feasibility, you will have to do some amount of industry analysis. All right. So here you can go to the industry reports, industry data. You can also take the help of Porter's 5 forces industry analysis. I mean, there are many. This is just to tell you. And from this, you can actually identify whether it will be advisable for you to venture into that business or not. It could be a disaster. It is possible that it appears very lucrative, but when you do the analysis, like you see that you go through the industry reports, and then you realize that this is going to be actually fatal. You should not rather take this step forward. You should be able to identify what is the level of competition available, what are the prospective competitors that are coming up. So here also you'll have to do a SWOT analysis. So here I am taking you again to the front end of what as a business you are going to provide. What is a business you are conceptualizing as a business entity which you are thinking about yourself to develop. What kind of strengths, what kind of weaknesses you will be having. So this is the front end part. And having done this, you'll have to develop a rough prototype. When I'm saying prototype, I am not exactly meaning a physical, a physical prototype. It's a kind of a model, your business model, which you are planning to execute, which you are planning to produce or to implement. So this is just a rudimentary structure of your business, or say like how your business is going to look like. So here you have to go into the marketing mix. You'll have to consider the product, you have to consider the place, and promotion. We'll leave the price to some later. The pricing part, you'll have to leave it to some point later. And here also you'll have to go into the what kind of market segment you're going to cater to, what will be your target, how you're going to position your product. So side by side, along with the back-end analysis, we are also doing the front-end analysis. It means that some of you have shown the vision, mission, you have shown the SWOT analysis. So this thing you are also doing parallelly. And in between, you have to intervene. The back-end has to intervene with the front-end in between. So this cannot be done in isolation. It is a holistic approach, and there is you are not having boundaries. You are working together, like the back-end and the front-end. Now, once you have done with your marketing part, this is not exhaustive. Please remember, these points which I am touching upon is not exhaustive. There are plenty. Like you have to do a technical analysis. Now, what you have to do here, you have to break up of how you are going to execute your business, as to where from you are going to source your materials, what technology you are employing, how are you going to produce them, what is your plant going to look like, how are you going for designing your capacity planning, your production planning control. And herein only will your your manpower planning will come, because it has got a direct nexus. It has got a direct linkage with your capacity planning. And this is one of the reasons why your manpower planning will also be included here. Okay. Now that you know the cost of your plant, you know the cost of your setup, now you know the cost of operating your business. So now you have to assess what kind of certifications you will be requiring, as I have asked one of the teams, what kind of government guidelines, policies you'll have to adhere to, what is the procedure of getting those done, how you can apply, what are the formalities. So all formalities needs to be done here, because along with those formalities, there's some kind of fees also involved there. All right, like in case of your organic products, your natural program for organic production is there. So which is in line with your national standards for organic production, APD, under APDA. Then if it's a food product, you need to take your FSSAI license. So all those kinds of things are there. Now, after this, by now, you have an idea as to what is the cost involved, what is the investment that is going to occur. So you can now go forward with your financial analysis. Okay, it is very detailed, it is very exhaustive, and Kumud Goswami sir is also here. I will not dare to speak more on this because I am just a layman in this regard. However, few points. One is your financing, which is based on your expenses. It is your fixed as well as your operating expenses. So you will have to identify what are your sources of financing, and is determined by your, it will come up from your expenses. Then you have to make a sales forecast. And this sales forecast will be based on your industry data, based on your future industry projections. If at all possible, you can yourself do a market analysis, sales analysis. You can do a small pilot survey, or you can even do a survey in your local town. What kind of aspirations? I mean, you're going by presumptions, right? So you can do a real study to understand, a brief study to understand what are the expectations of people, like what would be the reactions of people if you launch up this kind of a product. Is it a welcoming product or not? So all those kinds of things, some kind of homework you need to do. Okay. After this, you'll have to find out your cash flow. So this will tell you what will come in, what will go out, and what will remain with you. And based on that, your overall pricing will be determined. After this is done, only you'll be able to identify the pricing, how to set your price, how much profit you're going to earn from your business, whether it's going to be feasible or not. So your feasibility study is now connected. It has to be connected. It cannot be done in isolation. Your marketing part is connected to your operations part. Similarly, your operations part is connected to the financial part. And this again will get reflected in your front end. So once this is done, you can formulate your vision, you can formulate your mission, objectives, you can define your business strategies, like you can take the aid of Porter's different strategies, and you can define your marketing mix now clearly. Now this will give you an idea what exactly you should have in the product, what exactly you are going to have in your place, where are you going to promote, what are your promotional strategies, which strategy you should take up, which you should discard. And you'll be able to identify the segments, the exact targets to whom you are going to target. So this should altogether be there in your business plan, because this should finally come out in the form of a bankable project, in the form of a bankable business plan. And just based on the reports which I have gone through, one thing I would like to highlight upon is that your executive summaries need a lot of refinement. There's a lot of refinement in almost all the cases regarding your formatting of the report. So I'm very sorry to say that the reports need a lot of improvement. When you are submitting it to a professional, as a student of a professional course, and that too for a competition, it requires some kind of refinement. And that I have found in many of the cases it was missing. And the executive summary should be the index of your report, what is there inside. By going through the executive summary, I should be able to tell what is inside. I may not read the report, but the executive summary should lead me. It should, provoke me to read the report. All right. So these are the things I hope you will keep in mind when next time when you prepare a business plan. Though I'm not a very much expert in this, but I have tried to make a humble attempt to give you an idea as to what should be there and what should not be there. However, I would once again request you all to refine on your formatting styles of reports, as well as the kind of English and grammar errors, which are plenty in almost all the reports. Thank you. I have taken a lot of time. Thank you, Arshad. And I hand over the session now to Arshad for the for closure. Aradhana, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm there. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. I think Arshad is having a network issue, serious network issue, I think.
Problem. Let me give him a call, ma'am.
Yes, yes, please.
আৰু এতিয়া মেমে ৰিজাল্ট ডিক্লেয়াৰ এতিয়া কৰিব নে কেতিয়া কৰিব নে পাছত কৰিব না তো মেমক ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰি দিম এই হেৰি কৰিবলৈ ক্লোজ কৰিবলৈ নহয় ওকে 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 নোৱাৰিবা না তুমি কানেক্ট কৰিব Rashida ma'am,
yes,
I could connect to Arshad. He said that he is disconnected. I mean, network-wise, he is disconnected. So he just requested me to give you the idea to close the whole program. Result declaration and all will be done later.
Yes, yes. The result will be declared later. Ma'am, if you can conclude.
Yeah, ma'am. Please.
So I think we can wind up the session today. I once again thank all the participants. I thank Aradhana ma'am for giving me this opportunity. It's once again like homecoming, talking to you all. It's like reviving my old memories with CMS. So I hope to see more better and improved ideas on your part, which you have presented. I also hope to see different kinds of other ideas also to pop up in your minds and then come up with executable, bankable business plans in the near future. So thank you all. Thank you, Aradhana ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of this whole CMS team, I would like to thank you for giving your time. Long 3 hours you have given to us. Thank you so much, madam. And the advices that you have given is definitely going to help our students tremendously. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Arshad has joined. Arshad, would you like to add on something? I think Arshad has joined.
Arshad?
Yes, Arshad has joined. He's connecting to the audio.
Probably he is trying. Yes, Arshad, we can see you.
Yeah, we can session. More as seeking more advice. Just the regarding from CMS Dibrugarh University. This was as a part of SANMILAN 21.
Thank you, Arshad. Shall we leave? We can leave, I think.